Okay guys, we're back with another quick find at Goodwill. I'll show you the store there. So as you probably saw in the video, I found these vintage chalkware items. So these were made in, actually it has it right on the end there, 1952 Miller Industries or Miller Studios. So these were the Campbell Soup Kids. There's two of them. I've actually had these a couple times before. The last set sold for around $69.99 on eBay, and we paid $3.79 each. So I'll show you the receipt. It was $7.58 total. So yeah, I'll get those listed. The good thing about this set is that it's like really good condition. The other set I had was kind of chipped and cracking. So I think this one will, this set will do a lot better than the last set that I had listed. But yeah, always cool to find vintage chalkware items, especially when they're in that good of condition. So I'm gonna keep hunting and see if I can find anything else. But yeah, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay guys, we're back with another buy. This time it was at Bibles for Missions, and it is this bag of watches. So I'm always on the lookout for old watches, and there's a few in here that maybe probably around the 1950s or 60s. So I kind of collect parts and pieces, and it looks like there's a couple watches that are working in there as well. So I paid $25 for all of them, and so the total came to $28.25. Basically I'll kind of take them all out and see which ones are working, and hopefully there's a couple that are working right away and I can just sell them and pay for everything. But yeah, we'll see what we can find in this bag of watches. So anyways, that's it for now guys. We'll talk to you in a little bit. I'll let you know if I find anything else. Okay guys, I'm back again, and I actually just came across a estate sale. It's a random Wednesday, and there was an estate sale that started today. My cousin Dylan actually messaged me and told me about it. So thank you, Dylan. So I went over there, and they had two garages full of things. And I just started digging and setting stuff aside. And then I got to talking to the owner, and she invited me into the basement to look around and see if there's anything else I wanted to buy. So this is what I came up with. I paid $150 for everything, and I think we're gonna do very well with all this stuff. A lot of vintage items. This was a box of old clocks, and as you can see, it's an Ingram. There's a flip clock, flip alarm clock. Hopefully that works, because these things are really desirable. People love the vintage flip alarm clocks. So, and then a few other random clocks. There's another plug-in electric clock, probably from the 50s or early 60s. There was this lantern. It was actually hanging from the ceiling, so I had to climb a ladder and pull that one down. There's another lantern in one of the boxes there. I always look for vintage Coleman lanterns like this. People love to collect old Coleman lanterns, and even if they look dusty like this might clean up just to look really nice. So when I was making a pile of stuff, I kind of put that in there. And here is where I think we'll make all of our money back, in this one box right here. So we were digging through the basement, and this box was sitting on one of the tables, and it's actually vintage knives, so hunting knives. So yeah, there's some really good names here. This one's still in the original box, and it's probably a $100 knife. There's a few other ones that are still in the box. But yeah, I always look for vintage pocket knives and stuff like that. People love to collect these things, and they always sell. I've never had a problem selling pocket knives. So I picked that up. Over here, there's some vintage electronics. So I probably mentioned before, cameras are a good seller. Little old Walkmans are a good seller. This one's kind of a little beat up and rough looking, but there's a couple that are in decent shape. So there's some old cameras in the box. There's a vintage land camera, and then other old cameras back down there. We also have some walkie-talkies that are still in the box. Some vintage 80s ones. So I'm hoping nobody put batteries in these, because if they put batteries in them, they might be a little bit wrecked. But again, these things are fairly easy to sell, so I just picked up whatever I could find. I haven't even looked through the bottom of this yet. There's a vintage little radio. Oh, it's a Zenith. That is really cool. Hopefully that cleans up well. Just a vintage Zenith radio. Really cool old stuff, yeah. I like the box with that one. So this stuff was in the basement, all these boxes, and then this is the stuff that I picked up that was in the garage. I just made a big pile of things. Vintage tablecloth. There's a Viewmaster still in the box. Again, I haven't had a chance to look through everything. I just piled a bunch of stuff together and just made an offer, and they accepted. Here's a good one. This is a Sony Walkman, and it has the original headphones. So I have sold this or one like this for $150. So that alone might pay for everything that I purchased today. What else do we have? Some vintage speakers. This is pretty cool. So this is in the box. Vintage ProSonic radio and cassette player. So you can see the price on there was $129.99 back in the day. We got a box of old padlocks. Here's the other. This was in the garbage. I just pulled it out because it was good to save. This was a good find. Here's a vintage GMC belt buckle. Like, this on its own will probably sell for around $40 to $50. And I grabbed the other belt buckles as well, just to make sure it had a nice belt to go with it. You can snap these on. So here's another good find, a Panasonic radio. Yeah, so here's the other lantern. Pretty cool vintage lantern. Somebody will buy that and then just fix it up and make it look like new again. So great things to find. Vintage Care Bear. This was pretty cool. Packers tar soap. Cool vintage advertising piece. Yeah, that's about it. Well, actually, there's a couple other things here too. This blanket might go in the truck. It'll cover up the seats really nicely. And then there's just this old flashlight, metal flashlight. Probably from the 50s or 60s. And then old bookends. Doggy bookends. So those on their own should sell for around 50 or 60. But yeah, great finds today. Oh, there was also an IBM typewriter, and they were just going to throw it out, so I just offered to take it. Kind of cool. Not sure if it's going to sell or not, but I guess it was worth it just to grab to try and sell. Yeah, that's the finds for today, guys. I'm going to get stuff listed, and I'll let you know if we have any amazing sales. I got to check everything to make sure there's no batteries in any of it, but anyways, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.